Alright, so I have fallen in love with the Alberto knot, and I learned it here on YouTube. And I've tied so many of these now, and in the beginning, a lot of them would fail, where they would come unraveled or be the first knot to break. And really, when tied properly, this knot should be way stronger than the knots in your leader connecting to your lures, etc. So there's one thing I've learned, and I think that other YouTube videos on this knot aren't highlighting this little detail that if you focus on and get right, it will make your Alberto knots way more reliable, way stronger, way more secure. So your finished product should look like this, just a really nice, streamlined, tight little cocoon of a knot there. And if it doesn't look like that, something's not right. So we're going to use 30-pound braid and 30-pound fluoro. It makes it nice for the video because it's thicker and easier to see. And I'm just going to cut these off to start over. And for the thicker line like this, 30-pound, I follow the guys who tie it with 7 wraps. But if most of my stuff is in 15-pound braid to 15-pound fluoro, and for those I go 10 wraps. It's just with this chunkier line, 10 tends to not coil over itself as well, and doesn't give you that nice knot. So as everybody has said, you want to make that loop in your leader. Nice little bow, and I'm going to pinch it. And then I'm going to put the fluoro or the braid through it and pull, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 inches or so, and I'm going to pinch it right there. So you can see, I've got my leader and my braid that's going through the loop. Now with my right hand, my right fingers, I just keep those pinched together there. And I'm going to do 7 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to pinch with my other finger right at that last wrap, and I'm going to let go with my right finger. Now here's the thing that people don't really highlight this detail. And now you've got those wraps, and in between the 2 wraps you've got a space. As you're doing your 7 back, you have to be really persnickety about each wrap going right between the next 2 open wraps, like kicking a field goal maybe. So 7 back up, I'm going to go boom right around that bottom wrap and pull it around. And then I'm going to go boom right up. So I don't know, between 7 and 6 and between 6 and 5 if you'd like to count it off by numbers. And I'm going to slide my finger up for a higher pinch. And then I'm going to wrap it in the next one. Slide my fingers up. And the next one, this is a little more clumsy for me because I'm working with the phone between my face and the knot. I'm not used to doing this. And there you get closer to the loop. I'm going to go between, that's technically a wrap right there. I think you guys can see that. I'm going to go between those 2. And then I'm going to come around, and then I'm going to go out the same way that my main line came in the beginning. Kind of like when you're tying a bowline knot, and the fox comes up through the hole and around the log and then back through the hole. Okay, so when you get this, now it looks like that. It doesn't look like much now, but we paid attention to our wraps, and so they're all evenly wrapped. Now I'm going to lubricate the knot and pulling it snug. Just kind of feel the knot. I'm pulling both of them now, but now I'm just going to go to just the main line, letting go of the tags. I'm going to pull. See how nice that just tightens up on each other, making that nice little cocoon. I'm going to put a little more force on that. And that's a great little knot right there, everybody. And then I'm just going to trim my 2 ends nice and close. And that'll be it for the knot. But, I do a lot of trolling, and there are times where, I'll be pulling multiple lines through the water with the leader, and I didn't understand why some of these were failing, and looking back, I didn't always have that nice little knot with those tight little wraps going around so evenly and so symmetrically, but that's what you're looking for in that Alberto. And if you simply pay attention to whatever number of wraps, if it's 10 down and 10 back or 7 down and 7 back, that on your way back, make sure that if there's your first wraps, 1, 2, 3, 4, that as you come back up, it would be 4, 3, 2, 1. So that your wraps up are going to perfectly nestle you know, in between the previous wraps. And if you do that and then you go out, you know, you go down in the hole in the same way that the main line came out, snug it up, you're going to get that really tight, pretty knot. So I hope you found this helpful. You know, I don't want to be making redundant YouTube videos that are just saying the same things that other people say. So if you find this helpful, you would help me out by subscribing, liking, commenting. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll actually get a little bit of the ad money from these videos instead of YouTube getting it all. So help a brother out, and thanks in advance for doing so. See ya.